How was it for you as a player to see then left and right only people running to you?
When they ran on the pitch, as soon as I got grabbed, I knew it was finished for me. Guys wanted to take my shirt. My left arm is here, my right arm is here, my leg is there. It's like I was a teddy bear, you know. There was one moment I thought I was going to pass out because it was like way too much.
Yeah.
We played Bayern in their house, 2-2. Then I was like, ooh, maybe we have a chance, you know. The rest is history. I had a friend, Calvin Bassey.
So he played for Rangers?
He played for Rangers, and it was that serious that I couldn't be seen with him in public.
What is your dream?
Everywhere I go, just to win. My dream is to win trophies, World Cup, everything. Just keep believing yourself and believe that you can do it and work hard, work really, really hard. Just never give up, man. Who are they to say that you can't do it? You have to prove them wrong.
Say less. Say less.
All right, we're back with an English episode. Welcome to everyone to Say Less. For those who don't know us, we usually do podcasts in German.
Yeah.
The last one we did was with Algero Elia. And the one before was with Alphonso Davies.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was exactly probably like 1 year ago, maybe a bit later.
Yeah, maybe a bit later, yeah.
But the moment was exactly the same. Alphonso Davies won with Bayern Munich the Bundesliga.
Title.
The 10th time, I think, back then.
Yeah.
And today we have a new guest. Before I say anything, I would like you to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Hello, guys. I'm Jeremie Frimpong and by Leverkusen player.
Bro, for me, I'm so happy that this come up right now, you know, because as you mentioned, last year we had it with Alphonso Davies. Our journey is like 2 years long right now, maybe not even 2 years long. 2 years, it's not a big time, you know. And now we're sitting in front of you. Yesterday was the rest day for you, but 2 days before, bro, this I think this is crazy. You saw it on TV. How did you saw it, bro? How was it for
I
you?
watched TV and I just saw him.
Yeah, innit?
But honestly, like when I saw after Florian scored the first one and the people were already running on the pitch, was crazy. But,
yeah. I don't think the game finished, you know.
Yeah.
The ref didn't blow the whistle. guys just couldn't wait. But yeah.
He blew the whistle when everyone was on the pitch.
I think Flo scored the second goal.
Yeah.
Guys wanted to come on the pitch, you know.
Yeah.
And Flo was like telling them to like go back. Like it's not finished yet.
Yeah.
And then they went back. Then I think when Flo scored the third one, hat-trick, you know, the guys were like, you know what, skip.
Doesn't
I'm
make
running
sense.
on this.
Yeah.
It made sense, you understand? Like, nah, game over, stop.
But before we come to this part, I want to come to you as your personality, you know, how it changed back in the days. And you was born in Amsterdam, we talked before. And how did life come up then for you?
Yeah, I was born in Amsterdam. I left when I was 7 to Manchester. So basically, I've been in Manchester all my life, basically. Obviously, until I moved to Germany. But yeah, I was raised basically in Manchester. Life was good in Manchester, you know. This is where I started playing football, in Manchester. So when I was in Holland, I wasn't playing football. But when I came to Manchester, this is where I started playing football. I think I signed my first academy contract when I was like 9. Yes, for Man City. And then I was there till like 18. Yes, I was there till like 18.
Crazy.
And then then went to Celtic and then by Leverkusen. So yeah.
But you signed at 9 in a contract? Or
No,
how does it work?
like they I got trials, you know.
Okay.
And then obviously they accepted me, you know. So they gave me like this contract where like they've signed me.
So before that, you never played for another club?
No. I was playing like local club, like grassroots football. Yeah. So
Okay.
this was like my first actual club. Yes.
Crazy. So starting with Manchester City is like a big step in your career. But tell us, like when you started with 9, how was it like you played before like with your local kids and some friends, I think, you know, and then you play for one of the biggest clubs in the world. I think back in the days, I think it wasn't like that big, but now it's like one of the biggest clubs in the world. And how did it change your football abilities or something? Take us a little bit in this.
No, obviously, joining the Man City academy for sure. You expect to have like good coaches. You have everything there, you know, the facilities, just everything you want, basically. Everything you need as a kid and more, you know, even too much, I think. You know, so obviously it was a privilege to be there and just grateful, you know, to be there, to be part of the Man City Academy, you know. And of course, growing up through the ages, of course, it wasn't only successful things, you know. There were some ups and downs, like when I got to like under 16s, yes, I wouldn't play like under 16s. I would play like down the age, you know. And of course, as a kid, nobody wants to play down the age because, of course, then you think, am I not good enough? They don't like me. What's gonna happen with me? You understand? Yeah, like I'll play down the age, things like this. And then, of course, when you hear these type of things, well, in my head, I'm like, okay, I need to change this quick, you know, because I don't want to feel like this. I want to enjoy my football. When I'm playing down the age, I'm not enjoying my football, you know. So yeah, it was ups and downs there, but I really, really enjoyed my time at Man City, man.
Yeah, but the downs is like the things that bring you where you are, you know.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like when there's like ups and downs, like you really know yourself as a person, because everything's successful. Like you don't know like how it feels. So for instance, if you're successful for a long period of time and you lose, you don't know how to like take this, because obviously you don't know how to. You've never experienced this loss, you know. So yeah, I feel like it's good. It's good for everyone, the ups and downs.
Yeah, of course. And then playing with down the age, you know, it was because of your height, or
I used to think it was because of my height, but I think it was my abilities. I think maybe a little bit my height as well, but I think it was my abilities. I think because there was smaller guys in my team as well, and they were not playing down. You get me?
Yeah,
So,
crazy.
Did you knew already back then, like, you want to be a football player one day?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like not even when I started playing for Man City, for me, like just ever since I was a kid, and I said, right, I want to play. I've always wanted to be a football player. Yeah, always.
Did you have like a favorite player back then, or like a favorite team?
Yeah, so of course Messi is my favorite, but I'm a Chelsea fan, and Drogba was like after Messi was Drogba. Yeah.
Okay.
You know that he started as a goalkeeper, Drogba?
Did he?
Yeah, bro.
Drogba.
I think this switched it up really late, you know? There are many interviews because of this, you know? But it's crazy because this is like a similar story, you know? Back in the days, maybe, yeah, you go down the age, you know? But you stick to the game plan, and you stick to your dreams, you know? But what was like the motivation for you, you know? When you was a little kid, down the age, playing down the age, you know? Maybe your confidence is going down as well, you know? But what was it in your heart that you keep believing?
No, for me, it's like, of course, everybody's entitled to their opinions, you know. But for me, it was like, I just have to show them, I have to prove them wrong, you know. Like, I cannot sulk or moan, because if I do this, then I'm going to just stay there, you know. So I have to do something about it. Yeah. So for me, it was like, okay, I don't like this feeling, so now I need to show them. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. This prove them wrong mentalities. I think this is one of the mentalities that push you the furthest, you know?
100%.
Because you have always this battle against yourself, not even against other people, because other people are saying it, but you are feeling it, you know? But then when the downs were falling up, you know, you came to your right direction, you started playing again, you felt confident on the pitch again. What was it? When was it like?
When I started feeling like, okay, cool, now I'm playing my age group, things like, yes, then it started to become like normal to me, because I'm like, this is my age group, you know, so I want to play with my age group. And of course, if I play the age group above, perfect, you know. Yeah. So when I got to like under 18s, then I started playing up.
Okay.
You know, so yes. So when I started playing up, and you know, there's sometimes like you play up with them for like 3 games. But then I stayed there. And yes, this was tough for me. And under 18s is when they tell you if you get like a scholarship or things like this.
Okay.
So when I was playing up, I knew I was gonna get one, because I was playing up already, you know. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get one. So I was confident in that. Yeah.
How was it when you were younger, like on position wise? You always played in that position you're playing now, or was it like, did you play as a striker?
Yeah. When I was like a young, like 9, 10, I was a striker, you know. But then I changed when I changed to like a right winger when it was like under 16s, yeah. And then they changed me to right back. But I would always play the same. Like if I play, I just feel like I'm just like a side player, you know, like on the wings.
Wing, yeah.
Yeah, so like when I would play right back, I'll play the same. Like if I play right wing, I'll like dribble still, things like this. But of course, right wing and right back is like more defending, you know. So decided to change my game because that was my position now.
Did you ever had like big injuries when you were younger?
No, when I was younger, never. No, I would never be injured when I was younger.
Okay.
Touch wood, where's wood? yes.
But the pace, you had it from like since the beginning?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes,
So you never trained for it, or?
No.
It's like from...
This is just genetics.
Yeah.
My dad, yes.
And then, but the technical abilities that you had to...
Yes, this you have to work.
Yeah.
Yes. Some are born with it. Me, I had to work, yes.
Yeah, and how was your routine back in the days, like with the school and everything?
Yeah, for me, of course, I never liked school. You know, I just had to go to school, you know. But no, you know, I did like school because I was with like my friends, you know, like that side because you're with your friends.
Yeah.
But like to work, no, with the teachers, no. Then I didn't like school.
Yeah.
You understand? But I feel like you know when you grow up, I feel like school is important. I think when people just think about school, they just think about the work, blah blah blah. But school is meant for like socializing as well. You see people there. You know people from different schools, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, I think school is like, in
Yes,
this case,
in
this is
this
a
case,
really good
yeah,
case,
it's
you know.
really.
Because there you have your friends for maybe your lifetime, you know.
Yes, exactly.
You met them in school because you have the same goal. You have to be there. You know, nobody likes it like in the in the classroom, but in the breaks, you know, you're laughing a lot and everything. You're playing football again.
Exactly.
Yeah, and okay, after school, so you wasn't like a good kid in school.
Nah, you see me. No, don't get me wrong. Like I was not okay. Maybe I was a class clown sometimes, but I wasn't the worst. There was like more people, but like when it was like time to like I was not stupid in school. Like I passed everything, you know.
Yeah.
So like I was not stupid, but it was just like I couldn't be us doing it, you know.
Yeah.
But like if I like the exams, because I had to do it, I had to pass, you know.
Yeah.
I passed, you know.
No,
But
this
yeah.
is really important. Like that you have like your vibes, you know how you are, you know. But then when it's time to shine, you have to show them, you know. This is even in the prove them wrong mentality. You don't have to change your personality.
Yeah, man.
You know, I think that's why you're like that right now. So you never changed. And this is what I think. This is the crazy thing, that even if you're like successful in school, you know, you have some people who are like in the under 18s and they're already like the best English player or something. Now they come to school and they think, okay, now the school is mine, you know. How was it for you? Because I think you was playing with some big talents, and to see them growing up and then yourself and you maybe, you know, you're playing down the age, you know, how does it affect you? Or did it affect you?
For me, of course, when you see these things, it's like, whoa, like, because obviously your personality is different from how they are acting, you know. But for me, it was like, okay, this is just how he is, you know. Like, it's not going to change, like, who I am or something like this, you know. I'm still going to treat people like my equal, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, even till this day, like, I don't think because I'm a footballer, I'm better than this person. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, for me, I'm a type of person that football is just my job. Football doesn't dictate who I am. You understand?
Doesn't define you.
Yes, yes. It doesn't, like, I shouldn't be like, yo, get me this or get me that. I'm not gonna chill with this boy because he don't look like how I want him to look. Who am I to say this? You understand? But there's a lot of people like this. This is what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of people like this. Like, if he ain't got a name or he's not known, I'm not gonna speak to him. You know. Now with me, I'm like anybody is. We are equal just because I play football.
100%. I think this is one of the biggest points that you have to keep in mind, because when the career is finished, you know, you're a normal guy as well.
Okay, cool. Of course, don't get me wrong. Like, of course, we're not normal guys. You understand? Because football can like it can change your whole life. You understand? So in that sense, we're not normal guys. You understand? But like your personality or how you treat people, like respect is like. That stays the same wherever you are. You understand? Yeah.
How was it with the Manchester City Academy? I mean, we talked before, like Jadon Sancho was there, I think Phil Foden as well. Like, how high was the quality there? Like, did you already see in guys like Phil Foden that they're going to be big like they are now?
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing for Man City Academy, there's a lot of quality players, you know. Jaden, Felix Demetrio, Eric Garcia, Cole Palmer, you know. I can the list can go on.
Yeah,
You know?
it's long.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at Man City when I was there, like you could see like all these players were gonna be big, you know, without a question. Yeah.
And then you made your first transfer early, I think. You moved to Celtic, and how was it for you, bro?
Yeah, man. Obviously, when I first got told about Celtic, it wasn't easy, you know, because I was still young. I was still thinking about like, I want to be with my friends. Like, I'm not gonna see them now. Like, from seeing them every day to not gonna see them at all, you know. Like, I wasn't ready for that, you know. So obviously, it took some talking for my family and my agent back then to convince me to go, you know. And it's the best decision I've ever made because this is how it started, you know.
Yeah.
My actual first professional contract, you know, being a first team player, you know. So it was an amazing time in Glasgow. Like, I had an amazing time. My first season, winning the treble, you know. And just being around like players like Scott Brown, Callum McGregor, James Forrest, you know, Hudson Edward, you know. So just being around them and them telling me like how football is and like how to like live alone, all these type of things. Yeah, man, it was very.
Did you live totally like on your own?
At the start, I lived alone, but then my mom would come, you know. Yeah.
That's where your whole family came, or only?
No, just my mom.
Okay.
My big brother sometimes would come like watch the matches and then go back.
Yeah.
But my mom would stay, you know.
Okay.
She'll make the food and that, so yeah.
So you had
Come on, man.
still the same food.
Yes.
Did they cook? Did she cook African food as well?
Of course.
What's your most
jollof.
favorite?
Jollof, fufu, fried yam, rice and beans, fried chicken. Hey, the list goes on. I'm really like into African food. Like, for me, I need to have African food. Of course, everyone can have like pasta or this thing, but for me, I need African food in my life for sure.
This keeps you grounded, you know, because you know where this food is coming from, you know this is your culture. You can't deny that we are African people, you know, and this is your culture. And I think when you take your culture with you, you have a little bit of home everywhere.
You have to take it with you. I think especially your mom's food is always going to be, no matter where you're from, your mom's food is your mom's food. Yeah. You understand? And you're born with it. You understand? Yeah. So for me, it's going to be passed on to my kids, their future kids, for sure. Yes.
Jollof from Ghana or Nigeria?
Say less. This is enough. This is enough.
Say less. Come on, man.
But no, when you started then in Scotland, another culture, you know. What did it do with you? Like playing with, I think they speak another accent, you know, in England.
Yes. Like the accent is very, like, obviously now I understand.
Yeah.
When I was first there, was very, very, very difficult. Like, I didn't understand them. Like, of course, I know they were speaking English, but the accent was like, what? Like, I don't understand. But then, of course, it took some time, and then, yes, I got used to it.
But how is life over there? Like, I can't imagine.
You see, it's not far from, obviously, Manchester. On the train, it would be like 3 hours. Yeah, and they still had like UK things there, you understand? Yes, so they still had like Nando's, like everything was the same except like the accent for me. Yes, that was it.
It was difficult for you to know that they're speaking the same language, but you don't understand them, because some other people, now you came to Germany, have this language barrier, you know, and it's difficult for them because you can't express yourself. The people next to you can't talk to them like you want to talk to them, you know. You like him, but there's something that
barrier,
destroys the bond, you know.
At the start, when I was at Glasgow, it was like this. But then once I understood them, I could talk like how I normally talk.
Yeah.
Because they could understand me.
Okay.
But I couldn't understand them. You understand?
So you spoke proper English.
Yes, I was speaking proper English. But then when they would give it me back, I'd be like, what would you say? And then when I got used to it, perfect.
But on the on the pitch, there's no.
Yeah,
language.
no. On the pitch was no like on the pitch like footballers know like.
Yeah.
Their own language.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and after Scotland, no, you won everything there. I think. How was it then there? You had like players that which you mentioned before, and then you played. And how was it for you in your first year to be so successful and first with to play like with
First
major
pro.
guys, you know,
First pro,
professional
right?
players.
Yeah.
Then I think there's another dynamic, you know, than in academy days.
Like I'm playing with like grown men. When you're in the academy, you're playing with people your age, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's academy football, you know. But this I'm playing with grown men, like people who have kids. I'm a kid.
Yeah.
Yes, I was a kid, you know. So like people were like with kids, you know. I'm like, what? Like, it was just difficult, you know, because for me it was like they go home to like family, things like this, and me, I just go home, you know, like what am I doing, you know?
Yeah.
So obviously this experience was very nice because I feel like in this type of environment you grow up faster. Like a young kid coming to like a first team facility, you know, I feel like you grow up faster because they tell you how life is, you know, and of course you're earning this amount of money, you understand, and they tell you like what to do with it, you understand. I feel like when you're young, you start to know a lot more about like football, a lot more about football and what football can do. Yeah.
Real
And sometimes with some footballers, it can change. You see how like, you know, when you're a kid, you just want to play football.
Yeah.
Like it's just football. But sometimes like footballers can just like play for the money now. You understand? Don't get me wrong. If there was like no money in football, of course, like you go find like another job. Of course, football pays good. You understand? I'm not trying to say that, but for me, my mindset was always like football. I like football, and of course, the money's good, so that's a bonus. That's good. You understand?
Yeah.
But for me, it was just football. I want to be a footballer.
Crazy.
So how was it then? Like you went to Celtic and like it's probably like your first, let's say, big money you made. How was it for you like to earn first time proper money? How did you like? What did you buy like with your first check? Let's say.
You know what's crazy? My first paycheck at Man City Academy. You know, when I had the scholarship, because you know when I was a kid, you know, to go to school, I would take like my mom would give me £2. I'd say you guys see €2.
Yeah.
So yes, it'll be like £2, you know, and I'll be happy with this. If sometimes I'll be lucky to get £5. If I get £5, over the moon. You understand? Over the moon.
Right
This
now.
is £5 is £5 is good. You understand?
Yeah.
So obviously, when I first got my paycheck at Man City, the first time like I saw it in my account, I ran across the house. I was showing my mom, look, I've got paid. You understand? Then obviously she's happy. You understand? So that was the first time when I was like really excited because I'm seeing this money, you know. And of course, like it wasn't like thousands, you know. But it was something. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
From £2 to this. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. G. So obviously I'm like, Mom, look, and obviously she's happy as well because like now my mom knows that I can help now. You know, like it's not only her and my dad to do these things. You know, like I can help them out now. You know, so yeah, this was I think my first purchase. There's this place called in England, in Manchester, Selfridges.
Yeah.
You guys know Selfridges?
Yeah, we know.
Chai, look at you.
They're in it.
Cool. So I went to Selfridges. I got this Kenzo jumper. basic, typical football.
But Kenzo back in the days was big in football, bro.
I got a Kenzo jumper, and then I got a Kenzo red hat.
Yeah.
And do you remember them Balenciagas? Back in the day,
Arena.
Bro, everyone.
Yeah, but
this was like tell me you're a footballer without telling me.
And then I remember I posted it like I did like an Instagram post straight away.
Yeah.
You know, in front of my brother's car. He had a Ford, and I did like a photo of my outfit, and I posted on Instagram. I was like, yeah, I feel like the guy now.
But these Balenciaga arenas, bro.
Yeah.
The black ones.
This was my first purchase.
But
back in the days.
that was popping. Balenciaga made money off those ones.
Yeah. But
That was popping.
Yeah, but I think they didn't make them newer. They renewed, never put them back in the stock.
Yeah.
Never. I think they put it out. I don't know why. Maybe it's a marketing move, but these shoes were crazy, bro.
Bro.
Then the next upgrade was Louboutins, you know, remember?
Yeah.
Shoes with the
Nah,
red-
yes, there's Louboutin and Versace chain reactions.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Versace chain
These
reactions.
shoes, yeah. Tell me if you're a footballer,
What
bro.
is,
but-
yeah, bro, Versace chain reactions, yes.
No, this is crazy. But how did the money affect you, bro? No, you're earning some money, okay?
Yes.
You can help your
No,
family now.
Yes, it never like affected me like in a bad way. Like, oh, now I get money. I'm gonna be like this now. Never. But it affected me like obviously now I gotta be like the man of the house, you know. Like obviously my dad is there, but when we talking like doing things like for like the houses, things like that, it's me, you know, because obviously I make more income than them now.
Yeah.
So that's what changed, and that is was like obviously I do it to this day, you know. But when I was a young kid, I was like, this is like too much pressure, you know. Like I'm doing this that, because as a young kid,
You're
from getting £2 to getting this now, and now you have to do like you have the man of the house, you understand?
Yeah.
So you have to do all these things, you understand?
Yeah.
So then it was a lot, you know, but then obviously it was normal. I just to get used to it.
Yeah, and then even it's like back in your head, you know,
Yeah.
that you have this money, but now
Yes,
you're focusing
exactly.
on your
I have to
goal.
get used to it.
Exactly how it was.
Because obviously you always have in the back of your head that sometimes you wanna spend this money on this, that. But then obviously you have to do the family thing first.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Yeah, this is right, because everybody's saying family first, but then when they got money the first time, bro, look who they're forgetting, you
Yes.
know? Because then the family's at home, and now you with your friends spending this money, but you told everyone, I do this for my family.
Yes,
That's why
exactly.
if I hear this and it's not honest, you know, I hate this one, you know? Because this is like, for me, a phrase or a sentence everybody is saying, but not everybody is meaning it, you know? And when you're saying it, bro, you mean it, you know? And Paul, I think I always say Paul when I'm trying to figure it out how to
Yes.
say it in English. But now, money aside, new goals, okay? Celtic Glasgow, starting the season, not understanding everyone, but playing. How was it in the beginning? Did you play right when you arrived, or how was it with the coach? Something like that.
So when I first arrived in Celtic, I didn't start playing straight away, you know. Of course, I'm a young. I think there was like three right backs in my position before me, you know. So for me, it was just I had to prove, and the coach Neil Lennon, you know, he's the one that gave me the chance. He's the one that believed in me. You understand? So for me, I'll forever be grateful for that, you know, because he gave me the spotlight to play, to show who I am, you know. But it took some proving, you know. And I remember there was one session, I think we did like an 11-a-side. We did like an 11-a-side with obviously the team, and I did really well, you know. And even the players were like, "Yeah, you're gonna play, things like this." And then when we did a team, it was a cup match against, you guys probably don't know them. It's Partick Thistle.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you guys don't know. It's a Scottish league, and then he gave me that chance, and then I played, and at the end of the game, I got man of the match.
Cool.
And then this was like a very good feeling, you know. And I remember getting clapped, you know, from all the Celtic fans, like.
But they have crazy fans, right?
Well, amazing fans, you know. Like the Celtic fans, they really, if they love you, they really love you.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you feel very, very good, you know. So obviously, when I came off, and then the manager spoke to me, he was like, "Yeah, Jeremy did very well. Just keep it up, you know. This is the start, things like this." And then the next league match, I started, and then I think I got an assist.
Yeah.
I think we won 6-1 or against this Ross County.
Okay,
Scottish.
yeah.
Yes, and then ever since then, that's when I started.
Oh, crazy. I like these stories. And then was it like a standing ovation, or was it like with
Yes,
the
when I won the man of the match. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, this was goosebumps, you know. Crazy, yeah.
How were you like next to the pitch? Like let's say besides the pitch, did you train a lot besides the pitch, or like in your free time, or did you never really needed that?
No, of course, especially even now like I do, but especially back then, course, like you're young, you know, you can't do like what the senior guys do. If like, but at Celtic, the senior guys, they'll either go like to the gym, things like, or they'll do extra training, you know. But like if you're young, and if they see that you're not going like do extras or you just go inside, no, it's not a good look, you know. It's not a good look. So for me, no, yes, you do the extra training. Yes.
And even affects like how the other people are seeing you, you know, your teammates as well.
Yes, your
If
teammates would be like, bro, like what are you doing? Training's finished and you think you can go home.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. So yeah.
But if they see you like working out, you know, more than others, they're seeing, okay, maybe this guy has potential. And I think it's really important to say, because we have young footballers who are watching this, if your teammates don't like you, even of course if you're young, you know, they can be the opinion that changes the coach, you know. They can go to the coach and tell him, hey, this guy, he made a good week in training, you know, give him a chance. You know, I think many young players neglect that. They're doing their own ways. They're coming late to training, not taking the water with them. You know, there's some rules in football. You know, and you have to follow them. Yeah.
How was it with national team then? Did you play already in the younger?
Yes, when I was in Celtic, I played like with the under 18s with national team. Yes, yes, that was good. You know, but I think back then I would only get picked sometimes. It wouldn't be always.
Was it for you already clear that like there's only Netherlands, or was there also like option for Ghana to play for?
No, for me it was only Holland. Yeah. When I was at Celtic, Ghana never came. Ghana only started coming when I was at Leverkusen.
Ah, okay. So basically too late.
Yes, it was always Holland. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always like that, huh?
Yeah. We have so many like
African.
African.
Holland came when I was at Man City.
Yeah.
You know, so they were there from the start. You know.
Yeah, I think the scouting is more. It's more evolved, you know. They have more stuff.
Yes, exactly.
More trainers who can look, more scouts who can look in other countries, you know. And the African nations, it's not like that.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Yeah. But then finally you won everything at Celtic, you know. Then it was for you like for the next big step. But you already did the step in a country you didn't know, you know. And now it's like Germany is coming. How was it for you when you heard, okay, Germany, a country you never was, you know, is interested in you?
When I heard Leverkusen, of course I know Leverkusen, you know.
Yeah.
So when my agent back then, when I heard Leverkusen, I was over the moon. I'm like, Leverkusen wants to buy me. And I'm like, and my agent was like, yeah, they want to buy you, and they're very serious about you. And I was like, I won the treble at Celtic, you know. Yeah. So for me, I was like, oh, I want to go to the next step, you know, the next level, you know. So when my agent said Leverkusen, I was like, yeah, I want to go there, you know. And I can't turn down Leverkusen. Leverkusen is such a big club in Germany, you know. A lot of great players from back in the day, you know. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, big history, huh? It's a big historical club. And then, of course, you played for one yourself with Celtic, you know. Even with the derbies, bro. Tell us a little bit through the derbies, because I think nobody can imagine how a derby.
Celtic Rangers.
Yeah.
Boy. Old Firm. That's what it's called. It's called the Old Firm.
Yeah.
Amazing. Really, really competitive, you know, because you can see in the pitch that the players are really like playing for like their badge, you know.
Yeah.
When I was there, I think how many derbies I played? I played the final. I think I won the main things, you know. We won the final, and I think I lost twice, just like
regular games.
Regular games. Yeah. So the main thing was the final and the league. Yes. So when I was there, we won. Celtic won everything. So, but it was so amazing to play in. But you can see it really tense, you know. Yeah.
And the fans, how was it like when you?
The fans, you can see they both don't like each other. Wow, you can really see this. Like, it's literally, the final was half and half, you know, and you can literally hear them like just going at it. They're just going at it. When you score, when they score, quiet, you understand?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man. So it's like, especially in the final, like it's either, and I remember in the final, I taken a red card.
Oof.
Yes, in the final, I taken the red card.
Yeah.
But I think we was winning, and it was a penalty. So I fouled the guy in the box.
Yeah.
And then the keeper saved it.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. Boy. He saved
You
me.
was already in the changing room, or did you go to the bench?
I think I had my I was walking to like the door in it,
Yeah.
and I had my back against where they're playing, and I heard like a cheer.
Yeah.
I didn't know what side it's cheering. You get me? Turned around, he saved it. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Go inside, watch the game. It was the worst time of my life watching the game.
Yeah, it's
because
devastating.
I'm like, bro, I could destroy everything here. So yeah.
And how is the tension if you're playing such a big game? You know, it's maybe not like Real Madrid or like the El Clasico, but you know, for you named it Old Firm.
Old Firm, yes.
It's the biggest game for all of the fans throughout the whole year. You know, how is the tension for yourself when you're stepping on that pitch?
You wait for this type of game, you know. You wait for, because you want to show that we're the best. I mean, Celtic is the best in Glasgow, you know. So obviously, you wait for these type of games, and you know if you win, the fans are gonna love you 10 times more. You understand? Like you're doing a good job. So yeah, yeah. So like when we would meet, like I had a friend called Calvin Bassey.
Okay.
You know, and it was that serious that I couldn't be seen with him in public.
Crazy.
So
he played for Rangers.
He played for Rangers, so I couldn't be seen with him in public because it was that
Intense.
crazy, intense. If people see us, maybe they will talk bad or blah blah blah, you know. So every time, like, I'll just go to his house, you know, or he comes to my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that serious. Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy. And are you nervous before your first derby? How
Yes,
was you feeling, bro?
my first derby was the final, and I take the red card.
And what minute was that? Like it was like towards the end.
Second half in the like I think it was 60th minute, something like that.
Okay.
And I was having a good half, bro. I remember this game. I was having a good half.
Yeah.
Like, everything was good. This is what happened. So in the match, I think Rangers crossed the ball in our box, and my centre back cleared the ball, but he didn't clear it right, you know.
Yeah.
So then it came back, and then all the guy had to do was like shoot, you know, and I think it would be a goal, you know.
Yeah.
So I just grab him, you know. Yes. Just
young. Maybe Paul, would you do it like that right now as well?
It depends the situation.
Yeah.
It depends the situation.
If it's the same
if
situation.
if it's a normal game, then no, of course
Yeah.
not, because the penalty, they'll probably score it. You understand? But it depends the situation. Like for instance, Luis Suarez against Ghana.
Yeah.
If he didn't do that,
Yeah, true.
do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it depends the situations.
Yeah.
Look, maybe if I didn't do that against Celtic,
You wouldn't have won it.
yes, maybe, you understand?
Maybe
Who knows?
he scores, like, directly and then
he
it's
scores
finished.
directly and then it's, you understand?
No, so
Yeah.
the decision was right after it, you know?
Yes.
So then you watched the game in the dressing room and then the final whistle and you ran out.
Yes, I know. Everyone forgot about the red card. Really, everyone forgot about the red card.
Yeah.
Everyone forgot about it. But that's the thing. It could have gone either two ways. We win or we lose. If we lose, I was probably finished. If we win, everyone forgets.
Yeah.
So,
How old were you back then?
I'm 19.
Okay, great.
19, 20,
Still
something like
young,
that.
eh?
Oh.
But okay, then like this whole Leverkusen thing came. What was like your first thought about overall Germany, you know? Because like if I think about Scotland, I think about green, you know, like this weird accent. What did you
think
thought
about
about
pubs.
Germany? And pubs,
Yeah,
and
pubs
beer
is-
and stuff.
yeah.
To be honest with you, yes, beer.
Yeah.
Yes, when I just like these Germans, they're probably gonna drink a lot of beer, things like this. Yes, this was it. But for me, I was more focused on like the club, not really like living in Germany. It was
Okay,
more
okay.
like going to Leverkusen.
Yeah.
But you had some friends who played already here in Germany?
Jaden
okay,
was playing here. You know Rabbi Motondo?
Yeah.
He was at Schalke.
Yeah, he was at Schalke,
And,
yes.
I was playing with him at academy, you know. So
Okay.
he was playing. So yeah, I had a couple.
But did you phone with them? Did you talk to them?
No.
So you told nobody? Is it like a thing for you to tell nobody what's happening?
until it's done. So
Yeah.
so when you see it, you're surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like him. I think, but this is a good thing, you know, because if you talk too much, bro, that's why we call it say less as well, you know. If you talk too much, there's so many
Eyes.
other
There could be eyes on you, you know what I mean?
and not only good eyes, you know, because sometimes you tell a friend and maybe this friend is like in a situation where he's lost in his life, you know, and he tells himself, oh, maybe why is it him, why not me, you know, and even like this, just like small things can change everything. And then maybe you wouldn't come here, but okay, obviously you came to Leverkusen. How was your first? How were your
first
first days?
impressions,
Yeah, impressions of the stadium. Maybe they showed you.
No, Leverkusen, it's a nice facility, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like very, very nice, you know. So the first time they showed me around like the stadium, yeah, it was amazing. Like the stadium by Arena is such a nice stadium. And then they brought me to like the locker room, the changing room. And when they brought me to like the locker room, changing room, all the players there, you know, yeah, nervous. I feel like every time I go into like a new environment,
Yeah.
and like the people are there, I'm always like nervous. I'm not a nervous type of guy, you know.
Yeah.
Me, I just get on with whatever. But I feel like the first few times, yes, nervous because you don't know nobody, you know.
Yeah,
and
but
you
I
see
think-
new faces. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. But like I said, Flo was like the first one to take me and like come talk to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody was cool. You understand? But Flo was the first one that come to my house, blah blah blah.
I think he was 18 then.
Yes.
Yeah, back
Yes.
then he was 18,
Yes.
and then he told me about you. Yeah, I remember. Then he talked like he always do like the talking that you do, you know.
Yes.
When he
Flo's
talks
funny.
English. Yeah, but okay, this is really important. You know,
Yes.
if you come to a new environment, you have some people your age maybe, you know, who know what you're going through in the same time, because he has a difficult transfer to Leverkusen as well, you know, but he was way younger. And then you came to a new changing room. Everything is settled and done. You're sitting next to Flo, and then you do your first training sessions. How was the difference in the quality?
No, it was different, you know. Much more experienced guys, much more better players with talking ability to. So even like training was even like difficult, but matches was even more difficult. I think my first match was Stuttgart. Stuttgart was my first match, you know, and coming onto that match was like the level was completely different. Like how I used to play when I was at Celtic, like I had to really, really change my game, you know, because now you're playing against players who are the same speed as you.
Yeah.
Like they're young, you understand?
Yeah.
Like so they can fight back, you understand? Yeah, so it was different, man, in terms of like level.
Yeah.
So I really had to like improve really big time. So yeah.
And who impressed you the most in the new changing room, in your new team?
Who impressed me the most? But a lot of players: Leon, Musa, Flo, Edmund Tapsoba, Jonathan Tah. There was a lot of like great players.
But Leverkusen is like a team you see many players come and go, you know, because you're a young team. You have young players. You have some players who are more experienced, but you have some other players who are like really young in their career. And Leverkusen is like obviously a team where you can play good football, and then you have many clubs who are coming. Now you mentioned Musa Diaby and Leon Bailey, I think. How was it for you when you saw them going to another place? I think went both to the same club, huh?
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, you know, they're playing together. And how is it for you to see a lot of changes in the changing room? Does it affect you as a person?
When they were here, they were big characters, you know. So they played a role in the changing room, you know. I think Musa was always on the music. I think when Leon was here, I think he'll be on the music as well, you know.
Okay.
So
he was a DJ, the changing room
yes,
DJ.
yes. So obviously, not seeing them, of course, like the change room is different, but we have to create our own vibe, you know, because now they're gone. You have to create your own vibe, and that's what we did.
Yeah. But changing room DJ is a good question. What music do you hear before a big game? You know,
Or what's like your game ritual?
yeah.
Now I'm the DJ.
Yeah, no. Are you the DJ?
Yes.
Okay. No, it's good then.
I'm the DJ.
Yeah,
now,
then
you
it's
know,
good.
So it's good music.
Yeah.
The change room mostly like to hear Afrobeat.
Yeah.
They don't like really It's only some, but they don't like Lil Baby, Lil Durk or something like this. Afrobeat and some UK music, but mostly Afrobeat.
Yeah, because you have a
good
lot
vibes.
of African players in
Yes,
the team.
yes.
How many are they?
Yeah, a lot.
I think-
Jonathan,
Yeah.
Odilon, Bonnie,
Yeah.
Nathan, Eddie,
Yeah.
You.
me.
Yeah, a lot.
Yes, a lot.
A lot. So Afrobeats is like a big. I
Yeah.
think this is a good vibe to start a game. You know, you have like way when I see your games, I see fun in your eyes. You know, no matter who's playing, even it's like a player like Andrich, who's not known for his technical abilities. He is a good player on the ball. Yes, don't get me wrong, but he's playing with fun even when
Yes.
he's tackling other players. You know,
Yes.
everyone.
He's playing with
Yeah,
smile.
and tell me about it. How is it like? Is it like the music? Is it like the banters you have in the changing room? Is there a changing room clown or is it you? Maybe tell me a bit.
Nah, I
about
just think it's just the team, you know. Like we're such a team now that everybody just feels confident with each other, you know, and everyone just has a good feeling about each other, you know. So then we take that on the pitch. Yeah.
Who's your personal favorite artist?
This is a difficult question as well because it depends what genre. It can be either Afrobeat or rap.
Let's say rap.
Rap for me, Gunna, Lil Baby,
Lil Baby.
Young Thug,
Yeah.
Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a lot. There's a lot.
What do you think
Future.
about the rap beef going on right now?
I don't really. Of course, I've like seen it on Instagram, but I've not really like seen like why, you know. But I don't know. There's always beef somewhere in it, so it's life. Yeah.
Yeah. But how much influence gives music to you? You know?
No, music
Some
is
people
very
are like when they moody, you know, they hear this kind of music. Some people are like
Yes,
when they're happy,
it's true, it's true.
they hear this kind of music.
It's true.
What do you hear the most, you know?
Now for me, like Afrobeat, it's just like a happy music, you know. Just the beat makes you want to dance, you know. Of course, it's true. Like there's certain music that can, if you're in a mood, you don't play, you know. If you're sad, you're not gonna play Lil Baby. You understand? If you're sad, you don't want to hear sad music because potentially it's gonna make you cry or something, or you're gonna think
too
more.
much. Yeah.
You understand? When you're sad, you don't want to hear nothing. You understand? Of course, when you're happy, you need music. When you're happy, you don't want silence because you're happy. You know?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So music is really important. Eh?
Yeah.
Really, really important.
And friends, because of course you are like a player. You played in 3 countries now, but do you have like the same friends as in the beginning, or how did it change?
Yeah, I still have the same friends as in the beginning. Of course, I've made friends along my journey as well. My friends stay the same. They don't see me for who I am because they know who I actually am, you know.
Yeah.
So they don't change, you know. And I think this is important. When you see friends that change or expect something from you now because you're this, then it's a problem.
Yeah, this is what I tell everyone. Like, not even the people who makes money or the people who plays football or the people who are the rappers right now are changing, you know. It's like the expectations of the other friends around them that are changing. You know, how many times did you see it that you have a friend who's like, Fonzie told us like the story of his friend, bro, this was crazy. You remember the story?
Yeah, maybe you remember also because you said you watched it, no?
Yes, he said he don't have no friends because of...
No,
like one of his friends like took away like some of his money.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah.
What'd you say, sorry?
Like one of Fonzie's friends, you know?
Take his money.
Took his money.
But not big money, bro. He took
doesn't matter.
change.
I think
It doesn't matter.
It was coins, but like
It
money
doesn't
is
matter.
money, you know?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like at least ask, you know. Like I feel like for me, like if you, well, it depends the amount. If you ask, I'll always like help out. That's the type of guy I am, you know. But if you're there taking, because it starts off small, you know, it starts off small.
Yeah.
For instance, if you just coins,
Yeah.
okay, even though it's small, it starts off small. You don't say nothing. It grows because then the person probably thinks, he don't care. He gets a lot of money anyway.
Yeah.
Then for instance, maybe if there's 1K on the table, you understand?
Yeah.
It's gone. You understand? That's how it starts.
Yeah.
So no. You need to kick that out directly.
But is it difficult for you? Because I think it's difficult to have friends with a really thick bond, you know. Some friends you have like secrets with them since years, you know, and then to see them change, is it difficult for you to like cut out people?
I think you have to be in this life and just being a footballer. You have to be ruthless, you know. Like it's not about is this easy for you? If you see a guy that's not there for good intentions, you have to get him out. You really have to get them out. Only keep like the close people around you, you know. Yeah, 100%. If when you start seeing these type of things, no, you have to get out.
Yeah.
Because you can't be stressing about this. Why are you stressing about this?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things like even if you're playing football, there's stress there already. You understand? Family, stress.
Yeah.
If you're in a relationship, stress. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be stressing about your friends taking or bro, no.
Yeah, I understand. But how is it like with meeting new people, you know? Are you like, I think as a footballer, that's what not many people are seeing, you know? Like how difficult it is to open up to other people, you know? Because you know you have to stick to your routines, you have to stick to your close friends, because you don't know what the other people are willing to do
Yeah, exactly.
to get what you have, you know?
No, for me, it's just my personality. I'm just a nice guy.
Yeah.
If someone comes speak to me, I'll speak to them. You understand? Obviously, we don't have to be friends, but I will speak to you, you know.
Yeah.
And if I see you like on the street, hello, how you been?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then who knows? Maybe it can go from there.
Yeah.
I get to know you more, you know. But I'm never gonna be like, nah, you're not my friend. I don't want to speak to you. Something like that. You know, you know
me,
yourself.
Of course,
You know
of
yourself.
course I know,
Exactly.
bro. No, in your case, it's like, I think this is like in role model thing, you know, what you are doing. Like, you're an example for a lot of young people, because I think there's no people on earth who can say Jeremy was like bad to me, you know. Not even you didn't do it like you think about a lot about, oh, how am I to other people. I think this is you, you know, and that's why everybody is like good to you as well, because I think you attract what you are, and that's a crazy thing in your case. But there are other people, you know, they're like more introvert, and they're afraid of meeting new people because they had like this and this and this, you know, this example, or heard this from their friends, and so they get to, I don't know how to say it, like they are afraid of other people. Yeah, bro, you know? You never heard of such case?
No.
That other people are afraid to go talk to this one, because if I tell this secret, maybe he will go to other people and talk bad to you, you know, over you.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. And I feel like when it comes to like things like telling secrets, you know, like keep that between like your closest friends, you know, the people you trust. I mean, the people you trust, because a secret's a secret. If you don't want other people knowing, then you go tell the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Bro, it's coming out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big mouths.
Yeah.
A lot of big mouths. So if you know you trust this guy and you can tell him these type of things, then because one thing, if you keep something alone in your head that you're really struggling with, no, I don't think you should do that. I feel like you should always tell people what you're struggling with.
Yeah.
Talk to people, you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, this is really important.
Yeah, sometimes you have to show your weaknesses.
Yeah,
because
man.
if you don't show
You have
them,
to, because
nobody
if you
can
keep
help
it inside, it's just gonna build up.
Yeah.
You're gonna explode.
Yeah.
You're
When
gonna
it's
go.
exploding, it's too late.
Go crazy because there's too many things in your head, and you need to let it out.
Yeah.
And sometimes this person gives you good advice. You know, you need to hear like other people's opinions. You know, but only the people you trust.
Yeah. And even with the back to the football, are you hearing some advice from other people, or are you only doing your own stuff, your own head in your game?
What do you mean?
Like there are agents, there are trainers, coaches, there are like friends who are saying, "Hey, bro, you have to do it like this, you have to do it like that." Are you hearing to these people, or is it more like, okay, I heard it, but no, it's my time, you know?
You hear this every time, you know. But obviously, I really listen to like, of course, my agent, my family, you know, and of course my teammates, coaches.
Yeah.
These are the people like I listen to.
Yeah.
Outside, no, come on.
We can talk about football, but not that much, you know? Yeah. But
throughout, I have a different topic.
okay, because no, I want to go with like the thing with the talking about what you can do better and everything. After a game, when you play, do you look your own games?
Yes.
So you do your analysis yourself?
Every game, if I play bad or good.
Yeah? Okay, and if you play bad, what do you think in your mind?
Yes, it's the worst thing. Nobody wants to watch. You don't want to watch yourself when you play bad, you know? Like, it's like, you know, like there's a mistake coming up that you know you did. You don't want to watch it. You understand? But as part of the game, you have to.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to see what you made wrong to make it better the next time, you know?
exactly. So it's part of the game.
Yeah.
You cannot only watch the good parts.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask is, did you ever experience like throughout your life or throughout your career like anything with racism? Because like in CLS, I don't know if you see it in the logo, but like as I'm white, I'm light skin, he's dark skin. Like we talk a lot about this topic, you know, and also I think in this season was extreme with Vinny in Spain. How was it for you?
Of course, I think racism is everywhere, you know. It can be on the pitch, social media, wherever really. So yeah, I've had experiences with that, but for me, I just tend to ignore it, you know, because for me, it's like, how can somebody saying this bring me down when I know my life is good, you know? Like my family's good, I'm good, we're all good, you know. So why is this guy gonna bring me? Just his words is gonna bring me down, you know. So for me, I just ignore these type of things, you know. Yeah, it doesn't affect me.
Yeah, some people it's like
Yeah, some people like, how can I say? Some people, of course, I'm sad about it, but like I don't let it affect me. Like, no, like I'm not gonna go to football now, or I'm not gonna go to training now. You know, things like that. No, I won't do that. Some people will like speak up, you know, speak up about and be like, yeah, he did a racist thing, you know, and yes, it shouldn't be like this, blah blah blah. But it's always racism is always going to be there. You understand? For me, I just think people just don't understand. The people who say the racist things, they just don't understand like how it like it's so easy for them to say this, you know, because they know it's like it's gonna affect us, you know, and they don't understand like how it affects us. You understand? They have no heart. You understand? Because if you go deeper in racism, then you would know why racism is not a nice thing. You understand? But these guys, they don't think, they don't care. You understand? So this is why I'm like, these stupid guys, like, why is it gonna affect me when they have no heart? You understand?
I understand your point of view, you know. After you see when you're celebrating with your friends, there's no one looking, hey, is he black or is he white, you know? That's why in good times no one is talking about racism, bro. It's only coming up when it's bad, you know. No, guess what? Nobody's talking about your color, your skin of your color of your skin, you know. Nobody is talking about it. They're talking about how fast you are. They're talking about like how good your assists are, you know. But talking about assists and going back to a good topic and a nicer topic, you have like, I don't know, 8 goals and 8 assists, or maybe did you do one last Sunday, or is it like the same? Because I saw your statistics, bro, but I don't know. It was like 8-8. Did you ever score like that much in the season?
No, this is by far like most goals and most assists.
Yeah. And how is it for you? Like every time you come to the stadium, they scream your name, bro. The celebrations. No, you can talk like with your friends in the changing room. Hey, let's make this, because you know you have the confidence. Okay, I scored last week, the week before as well. No, maybe I would score the next time as well. You know how does it? What does it do? What did it with you?
It's a great feeling, you know. Such a great feeling to score a goal and to make an assist. It's like great feelings, but it makes it special because you're helping the team, you know. And me, I'm a team player. If I can help the team, then I'm happy, you know. And of course, you have your own personal goals for the season, you know. How many goals you want to score, how many assists you want, you know. So for me to do the season I'm having yet so far, it's good. So,
yeah.
Yes.
What did you write down back in the day?
No, for me, I think last season I scored like in all competitions. I think eight goals or something, and maybe like 10 assists.
Okay.
And right now in all competitions I have 12.
Oh. As a right.
So for me, my goals are always to beat what I did, you know.
Yes. Okay. So you're comparing yourself.
Exactly.
So next year is gonna be tough, then, eh? You have to play striker.
you have to improve in your celebration as well, because I saw sometimes, bro, when other people are scoring, you're doing the same.
Everyone says the same.
But what comes to your mind when you do
Now,
it?
for me, it's like they scored in it, so obviously, like if they like, for instance, Victor, a celebration.
Yeah.
The other opponent fans, they don't like this celebration. It's like mimicking them. You know? And you know, for me, I just find it funny.
Yeah.
Like when Victor does that celebration, I find it funny. It's just funny. So I just do it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is crazy because I love the celebration game. We talked about it like last time you did with what you did with Amin, what Xhaka did with the injury,
The injury.
fake injury. How is it like in the changing room? Because this shows me like something is working in this team, you know. Because it's not not every team can do it, you know. Back in the days, there was like with Frank Ribéry and Iron Robin, when they had the free kick, they did like the rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
And now you doing like the same stuff because it's showing fun, and this fun is like coming from somewhere. What do you think, where does it come from?
I think, in football, of course it's serious, but I feel like have fun, Like if you score a goal, you did something good, Or if your teammate scored the goal, like it's a celebration, you did something good, So like celebrate, Of course, celebrate in the right manner. Don't do nothing stupid,
Yeah.
But yeah, like football is a fun game. It's a fun sport. So just have fun. Yeah.
You think like this fun like goes kind of away sometimes from like football?
Yeah, I'm hearing now, blue card.
Yeah.
If you celebrate for
Yeah.
what is this?
Blue card.
Yeah. And it even got accepted, no? Something like this.
No, I think no, it got denied.
Or like a test phase or something.
Oh, it's finished now.
I don't know, but
I
think
thought
it got denied.
I thought on Instagram I saw like it got accepted. I don't know.
Yeah, so
Crazy.
something, I think, yeah.
Blue
I'm not
card
sure.
for what then?
Yeah, if you celebrate for too long,
Yeah, like 30 seconds or something.
then blue card. What's blue card? Blue card. You wait for how long? A blue card is like a standby thing or something like this.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. What's this?
Too many rules, bro.
Yeah,
It's
But I
not-
mean like overall, like if you look back at Ronaldinho, like it was all fun, And nowadays, like if in Spain, for example, if you see Vini doing
You
like
celebrate, yes, of course. Now then the other fans do like, but in a way, if you go like to the fans and you aggravate them, they're angry, Of course, they should never come to racism, because that's just low, But like for me, for instance, if I wasn't playing football and if I was a fan and a person scored and he's doing all these, like for instance, Victor Boniface's celebration, he sticks his tongue out and does the dance,
Yeah.
So if he did something that to you, you wouldn't like it. You get what I'm trying to say? Yes.
Yeah. Which one of all of these celebrations is your favorite?
Of
The one-
Victor's?
Yeah. With the
He just does the same,
No, I mean yours.
Oh,
like
mine.
the ones you did this season.
Oh, the ones I did,
Yeah.
I copied.
Yeah.
I think Victor's.
Yeah. But how was it for him? He came as well from a smaller club in Belgium. I think last year you played against him. That's where I saw him the first time. You played in the, I think, Europa League, yeah? Against, what's the name called? Union Saint-Gilles.
Saint-Gilles.
Yeah. And you played against him and I saw him, bro. Bro, this guy was a menace. I swear, this guy was a menace, and not many players was like giving body shots against Jonathan Tah or Eddie Tapsoba and everything. And I saw him, and then when he signed for Leverkusen, I was like, Tah. And nobody knew him, back then. And I was like, okay, this guy, he will show the Bundesliga what an African giant can show, And how is it for you? He came, he started directly, and he scored goals after goals,
Well, obviously I played against him, so I knew what he was capable of.
Yeah.
So when we heard that he was coming to Leverkusen, yeah, we were all excited, because he's a great player. And as you guys can see, what he's done in the season so far, scoring his goals, assisting, So yeah, it's only right.
But you guys could help him a lot also with his injuries, because he had like a big injury like back, I think 3 months he was out. Now like he missed the Cup of Nations in Africa, and then he came back and directly scoring again. And this is for me like a sign for a big team, because obviously now you won the Bundesliga title, you are champions now, but champions is not like starting with nothing. It's hard work, yes, but you have to be a team. And what is it like for you to work with this team?
To work with Leverkusen?
Yeah.
To work with Leverkusen is, like, I've been here, I think 3.5 years, and I've enjoyed all those 3.5 years, because Leverkusen, how can I say it? It's just like a big, nice family, Nice family. We're all like together. I'm talking about like the staffs. And it's just a place that makes you feel comfortable, just warm,
Yeah.
Like I know Leverkusen always like has my back, you understand? Like, and I feel like they will always have my back. You understand? Because they're just like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's
Very,
like
yeah. When you're in Leverkusen, you have a very good feeling, you know. Very good feeling.
in the changing room, then your team is getting your
Yeah,
second
exactly.
family like that.
Yes, literally.
Yeah. And for me, I have always a good question is like to ask where is your home, you know? Because you played in many countries, you played in many teams, you know, you had like different academy teams because in the under 16 it's not the same team as like in the under 18, you know? But where's your home or where do you feel home?
No, where I feel at home is in Germany. Germany feels home.
Yeah.
Yes, like my family live in England. When I go to England, like it just feels like I just come to visit them now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How was it when Xabi Alonso came? Like, how was your first impression of him and everything?
When we first heard Xabi Alonso was coming, of course we were still sad about obviously our old manager leaving, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that period it was very bad for us. I think we were 18th or something.
Yeah.
With 5 points. So it's very bad, you know, like everybody was feeling very bad, you know. We just wanted to go back to like our normal way and just win, you know. So of course when Xabi Alonso came, of course we were Xabi Alonso, you know. So of course like we're excited, you know, big player, you know. So we were excited, and then obviously we started winning games, and then we were like, wow, like Xabi's changing things, you know. Like the coach is really changing things here. And then I think we finished 6th.
Yeah.
So from 18th to finish 6th was like very good, you know, because I remember at the start of the season, I was thinking that it's gonna be a long season, you know, because now things are just not going our way. We're just losing, you know. It's like it's gonna be a long season, but he came and changed it, you know. And then what he's done this season, we won the league, you know, like and Leverkusen has never won the league before, so he's the first coach to ever do it, you know. So, and well, out of 120 years, how many coaches has there been? You get what I'm trying to say? And he's the first one to do it, you know. So,
Did you already had like a thought about it after that season where you went from 18 to 6th? That on the next season, like there could be a possibility that we.
no, for me, I thought because we finished 6th, now we're going into the next season. We'll have a good season, so maybe win something, you know. So that's the thought I had. Maybe win something. So and then obviously he's come. The first match it was against Leipzig. Yes, it was against Leipzig. When we played against Leipzig, and just the way we played, you know. And then I started thinking, ooh, this could be a good season for us, you know. And then games started coming, games. And then, of course, you start to have little thoughts in your head that, ooh, maybe we can win the league, you know.
Which,
but let's not get.
You have like one game like where you remember, okay.
When for me, when we played Bayern in their house, 2-2.
Yeah.
Yes, for me, then I was like, ooh, maybe we have a chance, you know, because when it was 2-2, we were still on top, but not by that many points, but we were still on top, you know. And then when we played Bayern again, this is when I thought, ooh, well, now we have a big chance, because I think when we beat them it was 7 points or 6, I don't know.
I think 6.
The league, the lead got a bit bigger, you know.
Yeah.
So then I was like, ooh, okay, now we've got the best team in Germany out. You know, we have a chance, you know. So then obviously games started coming. We're winning now. Then obviously in your head it's like you don't want to say it, you know, but in your head you're thinking it. Everyone around you is saying it. You understand? When you go home, your dad is like, bro, Jeremy, I think you guys got to win it. you know, your friends text you, bro, Jeremy, you guys,
everyone's
Jeremy's gonna win. You man are gonna win it now, because everybody was like, the Bayern game in Bayern Arena is whoever wins that game is winning the league.
Yeah.
That's what everyone was thinking.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously when we beat them, everyone's like, yeah, it's done now. But it wasn't. You understand?
Yeah.
Like there's still in football. Football's crazy. There's still a chance. You know, it wasn't. You get me?
How did like a player like Granit Xhaka, you know, how did he talk to the team? Because he was obviously like one season before in the exact same position. Like I think after that Bayern game you were like 10 points ahead. And I think Arsenal was also exactly the same, like 10 points. And in the end they they lost the league.
Yeah, I remember Granit said it. He said I was in a position like this before with Arsenal. So he was like, guys, don't get comfortable because if we lose this, it's going to be very painful, very painful. And he was like, he definitely doesn't want to do it the second time. So he was like, guys, let's not get too comfortable. Everything's going good. The media, the people are all saying this, but we're a group together, you know, and we know what's going on, and we know we're the footballers, so we need to have a clear head. Things like that, you know. Yeah.
But is a player like Granit Xhaka like important for you as well? Because obviously you're young. Now you're playing like I think your 5th or 6th year in professional football, but you're still a young player, you know. And now having like a player like Granit Xhaka, it's like I think in your squad is like the most experienced player. How does it affect you to have some big player next to you?
I mean, Granit, he comes with a lot of experience, you know. He's played at the highest level, you know. He's such a great player, you know, and such a nice person, you know. So, of course, when we heard Granit was coming, we knew this was gonna boost our team, you know, because he comes with a lot of experience, a lot of quality, you know, and he's just a very intelligent player, you know.
Yeah.
And yes, he gives like a captain vibe.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think he's like every time when I see a game, I think like, because I know how Xabi Alonso played, you know, back in the days. And then now you have Granit, and I think he uses himself like in Granit's body, you know, to play like how he liked it back in the days, you know, because he's always doing like almost the same movements as him, doing the same passes. You have like the calm on the pitches. This is like for me the biggest quality that Xabi Alonso had, is like he could decide the pace of the game. You know, if the game is too fast, he could stop the ball and then he plays like back in the back fourth. When he wants to get it fast, he makes one ball like 100 meters and then the fast players are sprinting. You know, and how is the impact for you to know there's like a big player coming? But everybody knows that big player doesn't mean that you're a big coach, you know? But did you help him as well? Or was like the helping also only coming from his side?
No, I think the whole team helps each other, you know. I think Granit needs obviously good players around him as well for him to shine as well, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody needs good players around him for them, because nobody can do this alone.
Yeah.
Especially in the Bundesliga. You cannot be good alone, you know. You need everyone, you know. So everyone helped everyone, and everybody's shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And Xabi, I saw a lot of videos that he's still like in training, doing like long balls and passes and everything. How he's still like crazy, right?
Yes, you know. I think as he was once a footballer, you know. So being once a footballer, of course, to not playing it anymore, of course you're gonna miss it, you know. So of course, like he still likes to play and get involved, you know, things like that. And as you guys can see, he's still got the quality. There's so many things that is not filmed, but when he takes free kicks or shoots,
Oh, you still do like free kicks and stuff?
he free kicks, crosses, all that, you can still see the quality, you know. Yeah.
Crazy.
And besides him, who has the best free kicks in training? Because obviously you have
Grimaldo.
Yeah.
How is it in training, bro? You know, everybody knows when he takes the ball, bro.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah.
Grimaldo has good free kick. Rob Andrich has good free kick. Adam Loschik has a good free kick. Flo's good free kick. Jonas Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you have good free kick. Yeah, man.
But you know, if you get you're getting fouled in the game, and it's like near the 60s, the box.
Grimaldo.
And then you know in your head already it's like a penalty, because this confidence I have when I see this guy steps back before he's going to shoot the free kick. You know.
It's funny how I see like in matches now, they put a player in like the corner now.
Yeah.
You know, because they
In
know.
the goal.
I find it funny.
Yeah. I think they're even scared to foul the opponents, you know. They're scared to get, you're like a difficult player to defend because you're too fast. So maybe he's going to take your shirt back, or he's going to tackle you. And if there's a foul, bro, almost every free kick is in. Bro, it started, I don't know when it started early in this year. and then even him left back and you right back, or so right wing or left wing together, bro. I don't know how many goals you scored, bro. You're really real big menace in the league. And how is it for you, like, to be like named as the best duo in the world right now?
Of course, it's nice, you know. But obviously, I don't like get carried away with all that, you know. Of course, it's nice to hear good things about you, you know. But I don't get carried away, you know, because you still got the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. You know?
Yeah.
You know, you still got the likes of these type of players who've been doing it for years, you know. So of course, it's nice to hear nice things, but yeah, I don't get carried away.
Yeah. So you like it when people are telling good stuff about you? Do you hear it? Do you read your comments and everything?
Who doesn't like it when, you know, who doesn't like it when some people talk nice about you? Like, it's nice, you know. Of course, like, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, you know, so I see things about me, you know. And if I see nice things, yes, it's nice, you know.
And if you see bad things?
Of course, if you see bad things, then I just come off it, you know. If it's like a stranger that has like put something bad, then yes, of course, you come off it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you experience sometimes that somebody you liked or somebody in your inner circle talked bad about you, or you was shocked or something?
Yes, they like, Jeremie's changed, things like this, you know. But yes, I just skip that, you know. Like, I don't let these type of things affect me, you know. Like, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, you know.
Yeah.
And as long as it's not my family, my teammates, coaches, you know, people who are close to me, then I'm okay.
Okay.
Okay, now so talk-wise, we are now like slowly going to winning the league. Talk us through like how were like your last, I think, 48 hours. Like, let's say you meet up with the team and you drive to the stadium. How was it? Because I saw some videos like in front of the stadium and everything.
Before the match.
Yeah.
Obviously, you woke up excited. You woke up like, rah.
Could you sleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
I could sleep, but you woke up like very excited, like, we can win something today, you know. So when you drive, so my drive was normal, Afrobeat. I think I was listening to Asake. Yes.
Which song?
Terminator.
Okay.
So yeah.
Maybe you heard "Lonely" at the top or something.
Yeah,
you know?
so that came on next. So yeah, came in normal, and then obviously the manager says the speech that, guys, let's not get too carried away, you know. Like, we still need to focus. Like, Bremen is still a difficult opponent, and they're gonna want to win, you know. Like, nobody wants to. If you can win something, a team don't just want you to actually win it. You understand? Like, they're gonna try destroy it for you. You understand? If it was the other way around, if I don't know, for instance, Mainz was gonna win the league and we play them,
but we saw it last year with Mainz and Dortmund. You know?
We're gonna try and destroy it for them. You understand? Yes, like, for instance, against Dortmund and Mainz, you know, Mainz went there to destroy.
Yeah.
Like, then,
Totally.
Like, no team is just gonna let you in, you know. You understand? So yeah, yes, the manager was just like, yeah, guys, but you know what we can do today, blah blah blah, and then yeah, that's what we did, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is really.
The rest is history.
You have any funny story like from the last 48 hours you can share?
Before we go in that,
Okay.
I want to know, because obviously you didn't start the game. So for me it was crazy because you have such an important game, you know, but you have a coach who says, okay, Flo is not playing, you are not playing, and some other good players are not playing as well. Obviously you have only good players, but some starters from last week or from the West Ham game are not playing. In my head, I think, this guy has balls, you know, because he knows there's a bigger vision. You know, maybe you win the league yesterday, okay, or you won the league yesterday, but you have still the DFB Cup and you have still the Europa League, you know? So your job isn't done now, you know? And this was for me like the sign to everyone, look what we want to do, you know? Because this is professionalism. Don't get me wrong. Don't at me for my English. But I have to try my best. But this is, for me, a big role model for everything else, you know? Because sometimes in life you have like, you want something and then you stop working, you know? But you can't stop working. How is it now for you? Before we go to the funny part.
Yes, of course, it's nice that we've won the league, you know, and we celebrated on that day. But obviously now we've got an important match against West Ham, and it's 2-0 now, so we know exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna come all out because they have to, you know. So obviously we can't be too excited. We can't be too excited because we've got another important game. So we have to put the league in the back of our heads for now.
Yeah.
Until the last, and then we can do whatever we want again.
Yeah. And then you think you will celebrate again, like in the last game? Do you play the last game at home or?
Yes, it's home.
Yeah.
Against Augsburg.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it will be the same vibe, because the vibe when we won it was unreal.
But this was I think real emotions, bro.
Yeah, it's real emotions.
Bro, I was on the pitch myself.
The fans couldn't wait to come.
Yeah, I was on the pitch myself and I saw it, bro. And I was like devastated because I thought, bro, what is happening? Because I came there, I knew, okay, today normally there's going to be a next win, because obviously you were invincible this year. Never lost one game, bro. This is crazy, you know? And I came there and I thought, okay, they will win. And okay, then 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and then I saw the whole stadium change, bro. Because everyone had like something in their heart or something, or in their head, that maybe there can be something that can destroy us, you know, today. But after the 3-0, bro, the crowd, bro, it was crazy. Even the players on the bench, they was already on the phone, you know. They was already on the phone filming and everything, bro. This was crazy for me, because then after
I think Nathan caught Flo's last goal on his phone.
Yeah, that's why, you know. And then the whole stadium. How was it for you as a player to see then left and right only people running to you?
When they ran on the pitch, you know, it was impossible for me to go back. You know, I got grabbed. As soon as I got grabbed, I knew it was finished for me. You know, then people started coming, you know, and I remember I was in the middle of it, and guys wanted to take my shirt. My left arm is here, my right arm is here, my leg is there. You understand? So it's like I was a teddy bear, you know. And for me, like, I couldn't breathe because it's too tight. I couldn't breathe, and I'm just laughing because I'm just like, what's going on? Yeah. So I'm doing there's too many things happening. You understand? Yeah. But I thought there was one moment I thought I was gonna pass out, because I was like, this is way too much. Yeah. You know. So then I managed to go back to the change room, and then when I went back to the change room, I got my phone in it. I was like, let me go on Instagram Live. Yeah. Let me show my Instagram. We won the league, you know. Yeah. So then I just went back out and I was just showing like the crowd getting hyped. And that's when that picture got taken, didn't it? Yeah. That picture. And then obviously I'm just there happy, you know, just yeah. And everyone's like, yeah. No, it was good vibes, man.
Yeah, and then in the changing room, dancing, everything, your teammates, your family, everything was there, bro. Everyone was there, bro. I think nobody can get in this situation if you didn't win this one, you know. I think this is one for the lifetime. Imagine, bro, you won. You Bayern Munich, like, it's such a big thing. The whole country wants them to lose, you know, the whole country. And so many clubs wanted it, and didn't get it. And then no, you came, you know. For me, it's like one of the biggest thing, seeing you guys like Flo, you, the other young players evolve in such a fast time, you know. Even if you're playing like with such big players, how do you see them evolving? What is like the greatest thing in training, what they do, or what do you do to get like better and better every day?
I think to get better and better every day. I mean, to be fair, this season, I don't know, our group just felt good, you know. We just, ever since the pre-season and then obviously the start of the league, we just felt good, you know. And we felt like with a group like this, we can win something, you know. Like, we should win something because, like, we're all good. We've seen how we play in pre-season, start of the season, you know. So you have a good vibe, you know. So I think this motivates everyone to do better every time. And like you said, when of course me, Flo, Grimaldo, and other players did not start in our team, like the season we're having, everyone is playing good.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like everyone is playing good. Like you're always competing for your place. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's a difficult job for the manager. You know, like to be a manager for Leverkusen right now is difficult because
Yeah, it's not an easy
you
job.
don't know who to play. You know,
Yeah.
and you don't want to upset nobody.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Because everyone is just 100% right now. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, now we're coming to the winner section.
Yeah, man.
I would like to introduce you to our new sponsor. It's called Winners. It's more than just a platform, it's a mindset.
We found it right to get these guys for a sponsorship, you know, because they're talking about the mindset where everything has to start, you know, where you start and then you're already a winner, because so many people, they're afraid of losing, and I think the fit is perfect.
Yeah, even when I just saw the name of the company,
Yeah.
and obviously everything they're behind and what they do and what's the product, I thought it's the perfect fit.
Yeah, we can a little bit show you or tell you what they're trying to do. It's like to connect they try to connect different sport types with each other. So you see basketball, boxing, football, obviously, you know, like big sport types and lower or smaller sport types in one niche, because everybody wants to win in the end of the day. I only see like pages like 433 where it's only about football, or you see like boxing pages where it's only about boxing. They told us they want to combine every sport type with each other,
With each other.
with each other, and that's a crazy thing to see. What do you think about the platform and everything, like the combination of the sport types and stuff?
It's nice. I mean, also the product. I mean, if you look from the outside, you think it's just like this typical thing that a lot of football players take.
Yeah.
I would even say like 80% of the football players, or in general sports people, take snooze.
Yeah.
And when I heard about this product, I was impressed, because it's a really good business idea.
Yeah.
First of all that, and also, as it's already proven, it's something good. So we're not supporting something that is bad for people.
The product is already tested by everything, like from doping, you know. So they told us that it will be sent to the whole changing rooms in the Bundesliga and in the Premier League, because they are working like with the PFA together with the PFA, you know. So I think this is like a valid thing. The only thing which remind us from snooze is like I have the box here. It's like the form, because it's a pouch, you know.
Yeah.
Crazy. Look what they said.
Oh, it looks clean. Eh?
Like with the winners lead, others follow, you know.
Yeah.
And they sent us a seating box with some.
Oh, they have different tastes as well, or?
Yeah, bro. You can look
Yeah.
a little bit. Wait. And here is like how they are. They explain us how you have to take it, you know.
Okay.
So you have like different tastes.
Just peach, apple mint, blue energy, and chili orange.
Because me personally, I think like these products, because how you consume it, you know, it reminds everyone of snooze. And snooze is there for a reason, you know, because you take it, you consume the product through your gums, you know, and that's why the whole ingredients come into your body way faster than in other supplements, you know, like protein shakes or like boosters, creatine or something else, you know. And this is like, I think, designed for the halftime, and that's why I believe in this business idea. I think they are winners too, and they want to combine everything with winners, you know, and in one platform. Maybe you can tell the people where they can.
You can find their socials, Instagram, website in the biography.
Yeah, we will put a link. Down
We can also put the
video.
link right here.
Yeah. They have the pre-order going on right now. Similar as with Hamid Zabiri's perfume, you know. It's like they have a pre-order right now. You can check the landing page. The link is in the down below, you know, or maybe we can show it here in the video or here. And check the pre-order. Maybe you write them a message that you come from us, and let's go.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, give it to me. I take it aside. Okay, Jerry. Now let's talk with you about winning. What is the most important thing for you to know? Okay, I'm going to win this game. What is happening in your head?
Well, for me, I can only just rely on me and my team, you know. But obviously, just me personally, because I'm in my body. So as much help I can give to the team with my abilities, then I'll give, you know.
Yeah.
So, and of course, I have the mentality that I want to win today, so let's go. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. But for me, like, it's even difficult if you won last game, okay, you won last game, maybe the next game you're like less motivated, or, you know, because you have like, okay, I won already, no, let's chill. How is it for you? Because you win back to back to back to back, you know?
I don't think it's less motivated at all, because we're on a streak of 43 without a loss, you know, so there's motivation there.
Yeah.
And there's motivation for just making more history, you know. If we go unbeaten in the league, we're gonna be the first one. Are we the first ones to do it in the Bundesliga?
If you go unbeaten,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Is it?
I think there was
there's no we won the league, let's just skip. Everyone's motivated. Everyone's motivated. So yeah.
And what is your personal...
People ain't got to worry about we won the league, so now they don't care.
Yeah. What is your personal motivation? What is your why? Why do you wake up every night, every day, go to training every day? What is your why?
It's my job, you know. I love football. It's my job. It helps me provide for the people I love, you know. So yeah, this is why.
Okay, so no, you have your family, of course, who's motivating you as well. You see your family now getting better and better, you know. It's like, is it like a big thing for you?
100%. Seeing, like, putting a smile on my parents' face, my brothers and sisters' face, means everything to me, you know. Like, just them seeing me happy and me seeing them happy is like, this is life, you know. And me putting them in a place where they can enjoy life, you know, do whatever they want is an amazing feeling, you know. It's an amazing feeling. So yeah, I'm blessed to have this opportunity.
Yeah, bro. And how important is for you, like, the mindset? If you're going like 2-0, yeah, against which team you want, how is it for you? What is the mindset in the team, in your group, to get it done? Like, okay, it's 2-0 now, but we will get it done. We will win in the end.
Oh, like if we're losing 2-0?
Yeah, you are losing 2-0.
Yes, it's the never give up mentality, you know, because until the whistle's blown, the game's not over yet. And obviously, recently we've been scoring late minutes, you know.
Yeah.
I think in the Europa League,
it's
Karabakh.
Yeah.
We were 2-0 down. And obviously, we just had that never give up mentality, you know. And that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, this is crazy because we are like partnered right now with a platform on social media which is called Winners. You know, only talking about winner, and you're saying the whole thing they stand by. You know, because winning is like trying. You know, some people are measuring winning by success. By what are you measuring your success?
God. Family, and just the people I love, just the people around me, you know. They give me positive energy for me to go into games, or making me feel good that I can win, you know.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes.
Yeah, this is really crazy to see, because now obviously you're invincible, bro. Nobody can come to Leverkusen and say, okay, I won against you this year, you know. But I hope that the season will end like that, you know, and that you will be injury free against Wood, injury free, and we can like celebrate a lot of more wins with you, bro.
100%.
And bro, I'm so happy for you guys as well. I can't say much, you know, because I think I told you everything. We saw each other.
We celebrated already.
Yeah. And yeah, bro. Do you have something else?
No, I think it's all right. I think we go to the community questions.
Yeah, because the community questions, we have it always back in the podcast. We have some fans, or some, not fans, bro. Fans is the wrong word. We love you guys.
Just like people who follow us, and like we did like a question round on Instagram, you know. And they had a lot of questions. I think it's the most we ever had.
Bro, you're the most hyped guest. 100%. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Let's start. You send in the group, no?
Yeah.
Here. Okay.
Tell the names before as well.
Yeah. I have to pick the good ones because sometimes they are dumb, you know. Did you grow up? Oh wait, Sasha15 asked, did you grow up as a City or a United fan?
And I was a Chelsea fan.
Chelsea fan. Okay. Kubilai99 asked, who was your hardest opponent?
I think Theo Hernandez.
Theo Hernandez? Okay. Umut Yilmaz 999 asked, how does it feel to be coached by Alonso?
Amazing feeling.
Okay. Amin, well done. Ask, if Flo would leave Leverkusen, which club would suit him? Like, where do you see him?
Anywhere. Your Flo can go anywhere.
One specific club, maybe?
Where would suit him? Madrid, Barcelona.
Um, 183.Timo asked, what's your favorite perfume?
Oh, there's this perfume I bought in Dubai. I forgot the name. I forgot. But that's my favorite one.
Dubai perfumes are
Yeah.
crazy.
Boy.
Always oud, huh?
This one is nice.
Yeah. Which color does it have?
Red.
Oh.
And it has a gold top.
Okay. Did you buy it in the mall?
Yes.
Or like in the
In the mall.
Oh.
I bought one in the mall and one I can't remember. You know what? You know the boat side.
Yeah.
Yes, they had this like shops there.
Okay.
Erazinho asked, which advice would you give to young players which really want to make it?
Don't let anyone opinions affect you. Like everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but if you want to do it, you can do it. Yes.
Okay. Aaron Plus asked, how can you be with all this success so grounded?
No, I feel like being who you are shouldn't change you. You know, just because you're in this position shouldn't change who you are. I feel like if you're raised up good, then it's easy. It's not like a big thing, you know. So yeah.
Okay. Leo Dui asked, who celebrated the longest in the team?
We
To celebrate, yeah, like the title.
I think it was me.
Yeah.
I think it was me. Bro.
Maybe you celebrated the most. Let's do the last three now.
Yeah. Inan62 asked, Wirtz or Musiala?
Flo.
Okay. Phil SCFS asked, what is your personal key to success?
Oh, good question.
My personal key to success. God, man, just pray that He gives me the ability to perform, you know, and His strength. So yeah.
Okay. Let's say the last one. Mo19 NBG asked, what is your dream?
To win the Champions League. Everywhere I go, just to win trophies. My dream is to win trophies. World Cup, everything.
Nice.
Okay. Amazing, man.
Maybe you have because this was the perfect podcast, I think, because now we have two days before 2 days before you won the title. Do you have something right now what you want to say or what you want to tell or maybe what you wanted to hear back in the days to your younger self? What you can give as an advice for the younger audience that we have, you know?
We always say, let's say a 12-year-old little boy from Leverkusen playing football, what advice would you give him? He really wants to be a pro, wants to win the league with Leverkusen, wants to win maybe the treble. What advice would you give him?
For me, the advice I'll give to young football players is for sure there's going to be highs and lows, you know, and maybe there's more lows than highs, but highs will for sure come, you know, and you have to overcome that, and because you're going to get negative things said about you because not everyone's going to like you, but just keep believing yourself and believe that you can do it and work hard, work really, really hard in what you want to be. and it will come out on the pitch, you know, like you prove yourself and you can win amazing things, because football is an amazing sport with amazing trophies. Champions League, World Cup, Bundesliga, Premier League, La Liga, list goes on. You understand? You can win all of these, so, and make your family proud, you know. So yeah, just never give up, man. And like I always say, don't let other people bring you down, or if someone says you can't do it, like it affects you, because who are they to say that you can't do it? You have to prove them wrong, and then when you do it, then you've proved them wrong. So yes.
About this, I'm gonna see on TikTok with a motivational song over.
Bro,
I know already.
This is crazy, bro. Bro, really deep, bro. I'm
Yeah.
so thankful that for your time today.
No, it's good, man.
Bro, I hope you will enjoy the rest of your day, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat, bro. You know where I go? What's this place? Kebabland.
Yeah. Oh, then we saw each other then.
You see? Why I see this guy everywhere, bro?
Bro, but wait, this is a good topic
How
because
is this place so hyped, man? I don't know.
Bro,
You've never been?
I brought
I've
him
been,
there.
but-
He was like, no, bro, it's not like the best and everything.
Bro, it's okay, but like,
Bro, Kebab Blunt is far, bro. Yeah, bro. Okay, bro. I think we're done. And at the end, you didn't bring your shirt, but I think we will sort it out
Yes,
after
yes.
it, because
Okay.
we will make a giveaway with
Yep.
for our people, you know, where we get a signed shirt or maybe something else. And I think this is good for you. And perfect. Do you have something to say?
yeah. Lastly, we finally announced the giveaway winner for the latest episode with Salih Özcan.
Yes, sir.
On that one, we had 3 giveaways. So
Yeah.
basically 2 autograph cards, you call
Yeah.
it like this, right?
Yeah.
And 1 signed shirt,
By Salih.
worn,
Yeah.
match worn, and
There was another thing.
another thing,
Match worn, signed,
and touched by us.
and touched by us.
Okay. We do the autograph cards on Instagram.
Yeah.
So all the comments you guys put there, two of those guys gonna be winners of the autograph cards.
And we have here like 3,856 comments.
We mentioned that the more you comment, the bigger chances you
Yeah,
have.
bro.
So
Yeah.
it's most likely someone who hustled,
Hustle,
who put a lot of comments.
who is the winner
The shirt giveaway is gonna be on YouTube.
on the YouTube comment section. Yeah,
YouTube comment
exactly.
section. Okay.
So maybe you scroll down.
You make a counter or
I will count till 6 because Salih has the number 6, you know?
okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stop. What's his name?
Eraizinho.
Oh.
I think I saw his name anyways like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Because he
he's a
commented.
great supporter. This guy is a
Yeah.
great supporter. This is no luck. You won the autograph card.
Autograph card.
Comment the comment from him.
Yeah. Okay.
The next one. Next autograph card.
Number 2.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is it right now?
X Furkan 499.
Okay. Nice
Congratulations.
job, my bro. You can comment again.
Yes.
And now it's like the big jersey time. Who will win? Salih Özcan's jersey, bro. Match worn, touched by us, signed, hand signed, paw.
Countdown here from 10.
Countdown from 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 900 comments.
Yeah, and then maybe it's not the right answer. Huh? So we have to double check if it's the right answer as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let me check. Yusuf Kuchi and most influential coach was Stefan Baumgart, which is correct.
Yeah.
So Yusuf Kuchi, you won the signed shirt
From Salih Özcan.
Özcan.
You can comment again.
Yeah,
Just comment with a winner.
perfect.
So,
So that was it for Salih Özcan giveaway.
yeah.
Next up we have Jeremie Frimpong.
Yeah, because he didn't give me his T-shirt yet. We will take it from, I think, in 2 days when they come back from West Ham. I will make a video where he will sign it, you know, so we can show it to the people that he signed it originally.
Yeah.
And you can see this video on our Instagram, so check our Instagram. And Jack is now giving you the instructions for this giveaway for Jeremie Frimpong's shirt.
Okay, yeah. So what you have to do is first of all, follow us,
Yeah,
which means on Instagram and YouTube, subscribe.
yeah.
Then comment the answer on this question. In which club did Jeremie Frimpong win the treble already?
Okay.
Already.
Okay. They will see this video right now, but you have to check. This is like maybe this is difficult for the people. You have to check the date when we published this podcast. So keep it in mind.
You can comment 20, 50, 100 times. The more you comment, obviously, the bigger chances you have.
Yeah.
And we will gonna announce the winner in the next episode, as always.
Yeah.
So we wish you good luck.
Yeah.
That's about it. I think was a really good podcast.
Yeah, bro.
I hope you guys liked it.
I hope you guys really liked it. And when you really liked it, yeah, don't only smash the like button, bro. Share it with your friends and family. Yeah. Share it with your worst enemy, okay? And follow this channel. I say it again, okay? Follow this channel. It costs nothing, but you can support us.
Nice.
Say less.